Welcome back to the slaughtering grounds.
You know how fucked up this is that we're killing demons in their own house?
Yeah, you come into my house and start calling me evil? You need to take a better look in the mirror. Anyway, last time I said I was going to talk about Buddhism because it's the one that I identify with most.
I like Buddhism. I had a guy when I was in the Navy with it. I told him I wasn't going to go to church and everything. He invited me to go with him.
Yeah.
And I actually, you know what? I actually prefer that one. If I had to pick a religion, that would be the religion. Because it's karma, non-karma. You put good in, you get good out. Simple as that. It's like, you know what? I like that idea.
In my opinion, it's kind of like a lot of people see it as a, how do I put it? A nihilistic kind of religion. Because the ultimate goal is to stop existing, in a sense. You know? Because reaching nirvana, or nibbana as they call it in actual text in scripture, is the lack of existence with existence.
Huh. See, I don't know too much about it. I got the small inside of it.
But that makes sense to me, because, like, I feel like the ultimate grief of life is life. Like, you're constantly struggling to live. You have to breathe, you have to find food, you have to find shelter, you have to work, you have to reproduce, you have to continue.
You don't have to reproduce, trust me.
No, but I'm saying that these are the laws that are kind of put onto this earth and given to us. And complete enlightenment frees you from that burden, and that's kind of how it is. But that's really not what it's about. But that's how Christians view it. That's how, like, other religions view it.
Whoa!
And that's why they look at it as such a nihilistic approach. Because the Buddha doesn't even talk about religion, talk about what it is to be a Buddhist. It's what it's not. You know?
It's kind of cool.
It is. But the way they think about it, it's not like your goal is not to live a better life. It's to finish this life and complete your goals inside of it so you can continue with your journey.
Alright, I'm gonna get you. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and you're right. None of these possessions matter. They make me happy for the moment. The way that they talk about happiness is lost in translation, because the way they talk about happiness is more like a fleeting content, you know? That's what it is. This game doesn't, to them, this game wouldn't make you happy. It'd give you a fleeting content. Because you're happy now, but as soon as you beat it, it's over. Happiness to them is just like pure bliss, you know?
Oh, I get
Not
you.
bliss, but, you know, just being happy and content with your life and how it is and not yearning for more. And that hits home with me. I definitely agree with that process. I don't want all of these worldly possessions that I own to be why I'm happy, you know?
Yeah, I gotta
None of
get
this
you.
stuff really makes me happy. Owning it does not make me happy. It only makes me happy when I use the item or whatever. And even then, it's not a true happiness. It's just really it just sidetracks me from life, you know? That's all it really is. Hey, you did that sub 1 hour. But yeah, that really speaks to me in a viewpoint. And it's not like I do believe that I'll be reincarnated. I do believe that if I'm a good person, this will happen. I'm not afraid of hell. I'm not afraid of heaven. I'm not afraid of a punishment. Because life itself is the true punishment. You know?
I kind of get you on that one. Like I said, I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't give a flying fuck because whoa.
The life of the Buddha was he'd sleep for an hour. That's it. He required 1 hour of sleep. He'd meditate for like 5 to 6 hours a day. He would teach his disciples. He would do any work that he needed to do. Whether it was just like maybe cleaning or just do whatever he needed to do. And he'd have one meal a day. He would go to someone's house at random with a food bowl and ask if he could have some food. And if they did, he'd like share his teachings. He would say hi or do whatever it needs to be. And that would be his meal for the day. And he lived a very content life. And I think that's a very honest way to live, just being content.
Doing content what you got, and we go to...
He owned nothing, but he was the most spiritually pure person of his lifetime. In that, I'm kind of envious of that. Even though, ironically, that is not what's meant to be. You're not meant to be envious of something like that, you know what I mean? Because we live in a world where your value is about your possessions, how much money you own, or how much, what your possessions are, the car you drive, where you live, how much money you make a month. That's what defines us. That's how people look at us, you know? And that hasn't changed since the world was turning around. That's just how it's been. From day one. You'll look back into history from anywhere from the Qin dynasty to what we know now as China. They've always been like that. Royals, you weren't even allowed to make eye contact with a royal back in the day.
As in India, isn't it? So lower class can't marry the higher class. Yada.
Well, yeah, that's more or less. But I'm saying that if you were a peasant and you were in the presence of a noble, they had the right to kill you, more or less.
Even if you looked down the wrong way.
Yeah, according to documents, though. Like, some of that stuff you have to take on, like, a... Grain of salt, because we didn't live in that world, and history was written by the victors, you know? So... I
kind of like this place. It's the Crucible.
Yeah.
Whoa, you fucking piece of shit. I love this gun. I don't know why I fucking hated it at first. Now this is turned into my favorite gun.
Thank you for listening to my diatribe. I haven't talked to anybody about my views. And now the whole world will know if they view it. Or... 9...
Ironically, we're talking about religion and doom, and we're in hell, you know.
That's the best place to talk about it. Me and Joey had a little bit of a conversation during Senran Kagura. We were talking about religion while kids were naked, you know? I don't even know how that happened.
It just happened.
Yeah. Such is the life of a YouTuber. Conversations just get sprung up. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm an atheist. I would say that I'm searching for something more.
Nah, I don't believe in you. Hell or heaven. I don't. If I die, I die. That's it for me.
That is my view too. Like, I'd rather die than like live any differently than I live now.
Fucking those specters.
But they're not really invisible though.
But I mean, if they stand still, they are.
Yeah.
And you don't know where they're coming from. That initial scare, basically.
Gotcha.
Like that? Sure, in harder difficulties, I'm sure they're gonna be harder to.
Sure.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how they
forget we're like on hurt me plenty mode.
That's true, but I'm sure like a harder difficulties. I'm sure things get a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I'm sure. I like how these guys are trying to get style points on with their fireballs. Between the legs!
It's like Call of Duty.
Yeah, in the hoops!
I hate when people do that in Call of Duty, when they have to do a fucking style kill. Like, dude, just kill me. I prefer you just to fucking rip into me.
But these guys are like, they're just fucking around, like, between the legs, over the arm, behind the head.
I remember those bitches used to be hard.
Yeah. Looks like someone forgot the rest of their armor. Or maybe they ate it. Don't make fun of me because I'm fat. Just keep punching.
Go in the yellow room now.
Right on.
This is the Crucible level, it's called.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it's just like a gauntlet of fighting.
Seems like it.
Kind of like they did in Dante's Inferno, like that things like the Atrium of Hell. Yeah. It was just non-stop fucking hell, fucking.
Not a lot of people know this, but Dante's Inferno has nothing to do with biblical.
Nope.
But people take it as scripture, and it's hilarious when they're talking about like the 7 layers of hell or whatever.
The 9 rings of hell.
Yeah, the 9 that, and it's just it's all made up.
Yeah, Dante whatever you pronounce his last name. Basically, it was called the Divine Comedy. He was
bashing religion.
When he wrote, he was bashing religion.
And people take it as scripture, and it's hilarious. It's just like, it's when you're trying to be facetious or sarcastic, and people take that as, you're being serious. That's exactly what that was.
I wonder if he knew that people were going to try to take it seriously.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably thought, people are never going to take it serious in this one.
For instance, like, William Shakespeare was like he hated, like, nobles and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because the way he portrayed them in his plays. Like, there was this whole, like, what is it called? Macbeth. Where, like, everybody's killing each other and there's almost incest involved and shit.
I thought there was incest.
It's close. I think it's like, bride and father kind of thing,
Oh.
Not true incest, but very close.
Ugh.
I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I read that. And it's very hard to understand, too.
Oh, yeah. Like, I hear Alan Poe. He's kind of a crazy motherfucker.
Well, I mean just the way it was written. Thus I smell your locks of love and flying through the breeze of vows. Just that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's hard for you to just comprehend in our native language.
People used to talk that kind. I used to think it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. Well, that's how plays were. That's how they showed you that they were more intelligible than most. Was just the way they spoke. Which isn't bad. I mean, it's very clever the way you can use the word. The flights of hell you've gotten nigh. Climb thy staircase up on high. Shit like that.
Yeah. Come here, fucker.
Punch thine plasma in thy gut. Although thine bullets tend to fly.
Really?
I think that was pretty good for off the top of my head. Thus I smell your locks of love, floating in the breeze above. The locks of love I trust I smell. They belong to you, dear thee well. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying too hard. That's an oxymoron in my book, though. Trying too hard. I don't think anybody should be...
Blue Skull.
I don't think anybody should
Really?
be...
The Blue Skull is that easy to grab?
Grab?
Well, yeah, because the yellow one took me forever to get the...
Did you even touch the quad damage?
Yeah, I grabbed it and fucking popped the shit out of all those...
Oh, I was too busy trying to rhyme.
Yeah, you were.
But yeah, if anybody says that you try too hard, tell them to go fuck off, because trying hard is what we're built on. They just don't want to try hard themselves. There's no such thing about trying too hard. There's just such thing as about trying hard and failing. Like, you and me are tryhards when it comes to this. I like to think. Because I do try hard to make this a viable show for people to watch.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Where's next?
I don't know.
Oh, great. Just when I was going to end the episode.
Give it till this part's over. Whoa, Quasimodo.
Hey, buddy. Quasimodo.
I don't know. That's the first thing that popped out of my mouth, so...
Speaking of that, I think it's funny that Quasimodo is supposed to be ugly, but the way that they animated him made him actually look like a pretty cool, decent guy. Other than the eye, and the humpback.
Yeah.
Other than that, he seemed like a pretty cool guy. I'd hang out with him. And his voice actor didn't, gave him some charm. At least in the first one. The second one was stupid.
Oh, you fuck. Oh, specters.
Yep, we're running the gauntlet. That's what it looks like.
I was hoping there would be more different demons.
Nope, I think that's you found the end of it. The specters. There might be invisible other ones. Who knows? Fucking die.
Of course he's fucking. Nah, you're not worth it.
Yeah. I don't know, you got 6 charges now. I would not be daring enough to stick my hand down there.
Hell yeah, I would.
Oh, hey, buddy!
God damn it! And I wasted my gasoline.
You're fine.
You can stick him in a fucking corner.
Oh, dude, just BFG him. Just like, don't even bother. Just fuck that noise. There it is. Next time in the dungeon.